souls too, the Oversoul, can't feel God. And so that's why they torture each other, and the souls who live on this planet, who are descendants of that, torture other people and enslave other people because they can't feel the God in them. They can't actually tell that they're one and the same. They're the same Oversoul God. So, I guess a long time ago, maybe was it 56 million years ago or something? I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, she said there were like different human races were created by the good aliens. So she says there's the bad aliens and good aliens. Now, the aliens who are kind of bad, so to speak bad, the ones who have the problems, the biggest problems, are the Anunnaki, this chick who I showed you here, who looks white, who were the gods of Olympus, who were Enlil and Enki, the gods of old, the gods who have been controlling this world, the gods of Sumer, those ones are the descendants of the ones who don't have a 12th strand of DNA. Now, because it all goes into your chakras and your connection with all the different dimensions. We have, I guess, 12 different chakras. Each chakra connects you to a different dimension. So like your lowest chakra, your root chakra down in your butt, is the one that connects you to the dimension we are in now, I guess, third dimension. And then you have, your belly chakra, which is like maybe the fourth dimension. Your heart chakra would be like the fifth dimension, which is the dimension where you, I guess, are beginning to live in spirit. She says as you go higher and higher in dimension, and Bashar says this too. She says one interesting thing about her is she's either she must be really well read or she's talking the truth, because she says a lot of stuff that's consistent with lots of people. Like as far as Bashar saying that we're going into silicon-based life, physical life right now. Now, as we ascend into the fifth dimension, we look around each other. We're not going to be able to tell we're ascending into the fifth dimension because it goes slow enough. So we're still going to feel solid and everything. The only difference is going to be we're going to live a lot longer. Like hundreds of years. Like maybe I'll live hundreds of years. We're not going to get sick. We're going to be able to start having talk telepathically with each other, looking into each other's eyes, know what each other are thinking, without the help of drugs, because we're in a higher dimension, because our upper chakras are more activated, because your different chakras are different parts of your body that connect to your body, to connect to the rest of the universe, and representing different dimensions. So like the heart chakra would be like the fifth dimension, then like sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and each chakra, in lore, if you were to look at drawings of chakras way back in the days of Hinduism and stuff, is each chakra has a different shape. Like I think the heart chakra is a lotus because it has like 5 different corners to it, and so each chakra has a different is actually represented by a different platonic solid, a different shape. Like a platonic solid would be like a shape that's like, every line in it is equidistant, every angle is equidistant, and then you add another line, and then it becomes more and more, intricate, all the way up until maybe you get to say, like Bucky Fuller's dome, with all, like that's got like hundreds of different like little faces to it, like that would be like ultra high dimension. But so like maybe I don't really know about chakras, but like your root chakra would be like a square. Your belly chakra would be a pentagon, and you get the octagon in your chest, and so that would be like, that's how they connect to different higher dimensions, and that's because that's how I guess higher dimensions actually, the vibration signature is just the when it vibrates at a higher vibration, it has more, connection to different light beams hitting it, so it has more connector points, so it's more intricate. More, like if it's interesting to study cymatics, because you put a blob of water or a thing of a blob of water filled with granules of sand or granules of sand. You put a low vibration in it, and it locks into a certain shape, and then you would increase the vibration, and it locks into a more intricate shape with more sides and more and then it goes into a higher, and then you higher the vibration, and even a more intricate shape, and it holds that shape. Only it kind of moves around. It's like a. And if you do it at a really high vibration, it actually turns into a spiral that continues to spiral around and around. It looks exactly like a spiral galaxy. So basically, a spiral galaxy is a really, really, really high vibration flowing through it and making it spiral around. And it's on the highest dimension because that's why it's looks like that. So, anyways, but it's all like your ability to connect with all the higher vibrations in the center of the universe and all the different live in a different dimension is how activated your chakras are, and how activated your DNA is. Your DNA is the template. It's the antenna to the rest of the world. It's what locks you into this reality. Our DNA is what, in our human body, is what allows us to see the world. It allows us to be affected by this world. And like our pineal gland is kind of like the filter for it. The energy of the God comes in, and then it comes into us, and it through the pineal gland, which gets it translated, and then allows us to see the world and everything. But right now we only have a 2-strand DNA, which I think, and I'm not really well studied on this yet, but I will be one day. It's it's the 2 bands going around like 2 snakes twining around each other, and then in between you have the 2 codes, strand go in there, which hold all your information. So like maybe that's a strand, or maybe it's another wrapping around another snake. I don't know, but we have the 2 now. But we're going to grow a 3rd, and the 3rd is going to make it so that we can become part, not so much carbon-based, but partly silicone-based life form, which makes us lighter. And then we become, more silicone to carbon, and then we become only silicone. Then we're totally silica-based. So we kind of look like, we're totally like silvery. Light bodies, like she said, like the cop from Terminator 2. That's what he would look like to us, But if he would look like to each other, we would look like normal people, with all the colors. And then we even would go beyond silica and just be spirit. But we would still have forms, but we would still, we'd be able to live forever that way. But anyways, these bad aliens who came down and created new races below them so that they could feed off of their souls, they don't have a 12-strand DNA, so the good aliens, called the guardian aliens. See, the bad aliens would be, I guess, the Anunnaki, and then the reptilians were fighting each other, or the people who are Anunnaki and reptilians today, their ancestors were fighting each other, and they were the ones who created the false universe. And then also, other ones who are locked into that, or I guess races who are created by them, or victims of them, or, were the Greys. Like the Greys destroyed their planet because they were children of these other aliens who, maybe the reptilians or the Anunnaki or something, who created them and fed off of them until they, had a fucked up planet and killed their planet, and then, they became, and they had to clone, and then they had to, abduct us and stuff. So it just kind of started this whole convoluted mess. And energetically, because they'd have to like connect, maybe even connect like new black holes to suck more energy off of God, the real God. And so they're creating like fake black holes, but they're out of sync with the grid, because like I said before, the whole structure of the universe is on a non-moving still grid, a static grid with all the energy moving around it, like the light going around. But they created new grid. They created like a new black hole to suck it all in. So it's literally looks like a virus. Like if you look at a virus, it's totally jumbled and it's not uniformly shaped. The viruses, if you look at microscopic photos of them, are really ugly. They have like spikes sticking out, and all the spikes are different heights and different shapes. It's like, whoa. And so that's basically what they're making the universe look like all of these black holes, energy centers just haphazardly placed all over the place. And